Our first hot sauce.
Hi guys, welcome to a very special episode of Pepper Pals with Will and Lexi. You can tell it's special because I'm wearing gloves. We have just been out in the garden and we picked these peppers right here. And the majority of them are Caribbean reds. See them right there? Beautiful red color. You've seen what they can do on their own in the past. You remember all that? Yeah, exactly. We've also got two ají dulces in the mix. They're a wonderful cousin. It is hard to get good help these days. They're a wonderful cousin of the habanero, which has less spiciness than the habanero, but it has the flavor. And you can also look on the camera underneath. See, we're up in our game here on Pepper Pals. The Caribbean red is another habanero, so they're going to have a similar flavor profile. I think they express themselves differently. I remember with the ají dulce, I got watermelon flavors.
Yeah, it was like tropical fruits, like a juicy fruit.
The Caribbean red was citrusy before it annihilated me. I want to say like lemony. Like
grassiness.
There's always grassiness. So what is this? What is all this set up for? Well, today we're going to make our own fermented hot sauce. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos and
a lot of Chilli Chump as I'm falling asleep.
Yeah, shout out to
One more Chilli Chump.
Shout out to Chilli Chump.
Chilli Chump.
My mate from another
state?
Sure. He's in England.
We'll put his link.
Yeah, we'll put his link down here. That's what people do. They say,
like
hey,
this,
down here.
Hey, down this. Hey, there's
look
something
down
on
here.
face. Hey, look at this.
Whoa.
Hey, whoa.
Wow.
Oh, there's a link.
Oh, no.
I don't know if we know how to do that.
So, to start off, we've washed the peppers, and we're going to take out the stems, just like that.
It looks so small. Back here.
Yeah, this is to scale.
Like sitting on your shoulder.
Oh, uh-oh. Come on. You can do it. There we go. I'm wearing gloves because of the devastating effect that the Caribbean red can have. We know this.
Insert eyeball sequence here.
Oh, no.
Did you just touch your eyes with it?
Yep.
Here, go flush.
No, I'm okay. Those two are the ají dulces. We picked the ají dulces, and I looked at them, and I thought, gosh, they're such a beautiful pepper alongside the Caribbean red. The end product is going to be a beautiful red sauce.
Did we say something about how we were picking earlier?
Yeah, we were picking earlier.
We picked these peppers.
They look good. That's it.
So that was us picking the peppers. Those caps are popping right out.
You gotta pop those caps.
Pop a cap in your pepper.
The stems are all off the pepper. Now we have to chop them up.
Ah!
Get out of here. Now we have this pint-sized jar here.
Is that a real pint?
Yeah, it's 16 ounces, which is a pint. And then what we do is we fill the peppers in the jar. Perfect. Now what we do is we got to create our brine solution. And that's what's going to give us a great environment for the lactobacillus bacteria, which are going to eat away at the sugars of the pepper and produce lactic acid.
So it sounds like a misnomer because you think it has to do with milk.
No, but it has to do with lactic acid, not lactose, which is the sugar in milk. I'm really just pulling that out of my butt.
I think that sounds right.
The gloves are off.
Time to fight.
Yeah, trying to fight with salinity. The saline environment creates a good environment for the friendly lactobacillus bacteria, which will eat away at the sugars within the peppers and then create lactic acid, which then creates an acidic environment, which keeps it shelf stable.
So as it's fermenting, it doesn't go in the fridge, or does it go in the fridge?
No, you want to keep it at around room temperature, like what you would find in a wine cellar.
Where are we going to keep it?
In our closet.
In the closet?
Or in like a cupboard down here. It's good to keep it away from light. Okay, now I'm going to take a sample of water. Filtered water, of course.
Filtered is best.
Alright, I'm going to take 500 milliliters of water. And maybe Lexi can help us out. Lexi, what is 2.5% of 500? Alexa, what's 2.5% of 500?
2.5% of 500 is 12.5.
That's what I said.
Yep. So we want 12.5 grams of salt.
Yes.
Right. So we're going to put it on our scale here, turn it on, and zero it out so it thinks it's at 0. And we're going to fill it up with this natural sea salt.
From Japan.
It's from Japan. And we're going to fill it up until it registers 12.5 grams. You can go up, apparently as long as it's above 2% or 2.5%, you're good. You can go up to like 5 or 6%. You'll just have a salty sauce. Okay, now we want between 12.5 and 15. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, and we went over.
15.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Wow, it's a harrowing experience. Can you seal that up for me, please?
Mm-hmm.
So then we're gonna take
See the guy.
we're gonna take that scale away, and we're gonna mix it up. Think it's mixed? Okay. We've got our brine. We're going to fill it up till it covers the peppers. Ideally, you want... Whoa.
Really?
Smell that.
Whoa.
So
It's like war flashbacks.
We've got these Chilli Chump now. He thinks that weights are a bit of a frivolous expense.
But what are we if not frivolous and expensive
That's right.
at Pepper Pals?
Yes, exactly. So I'm gonna...
I budge.
here. So I'm going to use this glass weight to keep the peppers down below the surface
And
of
it's
the
just so
brine.
satisfying. Look at it.
Look at that. That's nice, and it lets the brine go pretty high up. And then what we do is we're going to take our top here, insert this rubber...
Gasket.
Thank you.
See, I may not know math, but I do know words.
Yeah, you're great at words.
I was
You're good at words.
I competed at the state level in vocabulary bee in the 8th grade.
I can tell.
So,
Then we're gonna close that up. Forms a seal. And then on goes the stopper here.
why does it have a chamber like that in the stopper?
This is interesting. This little element gets combined with it as well.
Uh-huh.
Goes like that. Then what we do is we take a little bit of brine and we fill it up.
This is reminding me of when I tried to make sourdough starter and everything went to
Well, I mean, that might happen with this. We never know. Then we're gonna put that cap on. Okay, so the idea behind this chamber is that it will allow CO2 to escape, but it won't allow any oxygen to go in. So ideally, the lactobacillus, they're in there with our peppers in a clean, sterile environment, and they're gonna start just munching away at these peppers, and as they eat the sugar, they're gonna fart out carbon dioxide, and also...
farting and placenta involved in all this.
These are living beings, just like us.
They're gross.
And they're also gonna create lactic acid and increase the acidity of this environment. So, here we are. I guess we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Okay. We're gonna be different people by then.
Mm-hmm.
Probably different shirts. Maybe
Mhm.
not you.
No, I wear 3 types of shirts.
I may be in a different shirt.
Yeah.
Maybe different glasses.
Maybe your hair will be down.
We don't know.
Maybe I won't have a beard. You never know.
Don't threaten me like that.
Okay, so see you in a little bit.
Bye!
Bye! So hi guys, it has been 19 days.
We're in different shirts as promised.
I might not be in.
You were in a gray shirt, I think.
Oh, see, I'm switching it
It's
up.
2 shirts.
And what have we got here? We've got a blender, we've got the fermented peppers, various other accoutrements from the blender. It's been active, bubbling a lot.
Made me smell it a lot of times.
It smelled exactly like farts.
Sulfuric.
Exactly like farts. But it's quieted down since then, and I'm not getting as much of a smell like that. So I'm gonna take off, for the very first time, the stopper here, and then we're gonna open up the jar. There's no growth on the surface, which is good. Interesting.
It smells like apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, there's a tang to it. That's the lactic acid.
It's intense. I think when it's blended, it'll be better.
There's an earthy tang to it. Definitely a tang. And ideally, the bacteria ate away at the sugars in the peppers. This cloudiness is apparently what you should expect. It doesn't smell off to me.
No.
Doesn't smell like, ugh, that's bad. Now that I'm actually kind of liking the smell.
Yeah, you can. It's actually smells peppery, like pepper skin.
Mm-hmm. I don't hate that smell. What I'm gonna do is
What do? You take out the
wash my
meat?
hands real quick. Very good. Da 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 da.
Hollywood. This is my cane.
Okay, so I'm going to pour out the brine into this jar here, ideally catching the weight as I pour it out.
All that brine goes inside the sauce?
No, we'll reserve it, and if we feel like we want it to be a little saucier,
Like more liquidy?
mm-hmm. There's a funk to it. There's a locker room sock.
It's not an unpleasant funk.
Not an unpleasant funk, she says. Hmm. You definitely smell the peppers.
Yeah, it smells great. These are Caribbean Reds?
Caribbean Reds, and there are 2 ají dulces in there as well.
Ají dulce.
So I'm gonna reserve this liquid and stick the peppers now in the little blending jar. This is just a pure pepper sauce. There's nothing in there. Now, I'm thinking we can blend it up and then taste it, and if we like, well, I could use a little garlic. We got a little garlic here, we can throw that in there. Okay, so the GoPro just died on us, but we've got our backup camera. The peppers are in here. I'm gonna start pulsing them. It seems like they want a little liquid.
They need liquid to be blended, I think.
All right, they want a little liquid. We'll give them a little liquid. Okay, that's something. How about that?
It's got such a nice color.
Yeah, it does a great color. I mean, it's not a lot, but
There's only 2 of us.
yeah,
You're seeing your second camera and your first camera.
that's fine. I mean, I'm cool with that. You want to taste it?
Yeah. Do I stop rolling on this?
I suppose so, yeah. Actually, I want to get under here. There's one thing that I forgot to get out.
Oh.
Little bottle.
Wow. Does it come with... Oh. It does come with caps. There they are.
Throw a cap in there. Boop. All right. Moment of truth here. Whoa.
What?
Smoking.
Why is it smoking?
Maybe it got so hot?
Did it get hot? Does it feel hot?
No, it feels sort of room temperature.
Yeah, it doesn't feel hot. Why is it smoking?
I mean, it smells pretty good.
It's on my finger.
Careful. Let's get out a spoon. Here it is. I'll do the first. It's got heat.
It's pure liquefied pepper. So what do you expect?
You just
That's
need
a lot.
Just a drop. A little dabble, do you?
Think you're better than me because you know where the lens is? Oh no. Oh god. You said that the fermentation would take the edge off.
I mean, just but it's got a nice tang to it.
It tastes really nice. If I had 1 drop of that on like a chicken taco, I'd
Yeah.
be very happy.
It was nice.
On its own, it's intense. Very numbing. Numb tongue.
Yeah, it gets you.
Cheese pizza tongue.
That's fun though. That's a hot
Tastes-
sauce.
Tastes really good.
That's a hot sauce.
Like, that's just peppers in there.
Yeah.
And it tastes so complicated.
Peppers and salt, basically.
You know what it is? What it tastes like to me a little bit, and the color reflects this too, is it tastes a little bit like a buffalo sauce.
It does. It does. It
It's
has
got like a vinegar
vinegary,
quality.
the vinegary. But we didn't add any vinegar.
No.
It's just peppers, salt, water, and thyme. That's pretty incredible. It does taste, that tang is really nice. I think that tang is characteristic of a lacto-fermented hot sauce. That's wonderful. I don't know if we need garlic.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Let's just keep it as it is, and then our next batch, because as you've seen the Caribbean Red plant out there, there's
Crap ton.
there's probably like 15 green ones on there just waiting.
Mm-hmm.
just coming at us. That's nice.
I want to eat some tacos immediately.
Right after that?
Or some carnitas.
Mmm. Just a little dab. A little dab will do you. Now I have
Okay.
funnels.
Where's my phone?
Dipping the funnel in the sanitizing solution. So we're all about sanitation around here.
That's the solution.
Right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pour this in here slowly.
Ooh.
I like that consistency. A lot of people will strain this.
But the gloopiness is what makes it so fun.
Love the gloop.
It's a beautiful color. I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
That's our son. We're gonna have to start giving this away.
I don't know if I want to. Check it out. It's our very own homemade lacto-fermented hot sauce. Right there. It's Caribbean red and the slightest amount of ají dulce. I think it's lovely.
It's really tropical.
Yeah. The next one, we could throw in some pineapple.
There's like a papaya-ness to it.
Yeah. I want to try it again.
It's fantastic.
Look at that. It's got a beautiful color.
Mm-hmm.
Just a littlest amount. Mm.
Still feeling it, but like in a fun way.
Mm. As a drop, it gets you in the back, but it's manageable.
Mm-hmm. It's nice.
It's hot. That's a hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
But it's great. Fantastic. We gotta get a label maker.
Yeah. Label makers are one of God's greatest gifts to humankind.
Well,
Oh God. Washing it.
getting some fumes.
Oh.
Yeah. I love this. I think it's fabulous. We'll stick it in the fridge. That'll slow down the fermentation if there's any more that's happening. And I think it's a wonderful sauce. I'm gonna put that on carnitas, put that on eggs.
Oh yeah. I feel like there's got to be some way to marinate in it.
Oh, sure. Wanna come say bye to the people?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Exciting. First lacto-fermented hot sauce. The next one that's going to happen, I think, is going to be ají dulce and scotch bonnet. Maybe a little pineapple in there. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Tang, 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 tang. Definitely a tang.